The sheriff suddenly spotted a group of heavily armed outlaws rushing toward his home like a tidal wave. On high alert, he hurriedly used a cabinet to block the window, while Wright, standing beside him, quickly reloaded his pistol, chambering round after round. The sheriff also drew his beloved long gun, preparing for a life-or-death showdown with the bandits. Meanwhile, the bandits who had already arrived quickly jumped off their wagons, crouched on the ground to discuss their attack strategy, and then split into two groups to launch a fierce assault on the sheriff's house. A fierce battle for survival thus began. Inside the house, Wright and the sheriff and his wife, taking advantage of their vantage point, picked off the bandits attempting to approach one by one through the doors and windows. Although they fought valiantly, they were outnumbered. Just as Wright was about to shoot a bandit climbing toward the second floor through the window, another bandit suddenly appeared. The battle was far from over. The unconscious Wright was dragged into the nearby barn by two bandits. They hung him upside down inside the barn and began to torture him, trying to force him to reveal the exact location of the hidden gold. But Wright had no idea where his father had buried it. He desperately explained that he didn't know, but his pleas were met with one brutal punch after another. After an unknown amount of time, the bandit responsible for beating Wright was completely exhausted, so he left the barn, leaving only a girl behind to guard him. Seeing Wright's agonized cries, the kind-hearted girl couldn't bear it. Moreover, she had long suffered abuse at the hands of the bandits. She had long wanted to escape their clutches. After a moment's hesitation, she decisively pulled a dagger from her backpack and freed Light. Light looked at the girl with deep gratitude, saying nothing. Then, enduring the pain, he hurriedly picked up the gun from the ground, stood up, and walked out of the barn. At that moment, the sheriff was engaged in a life-and-death struggle with one of the bandits not far from the barn. Just as another bandit raised his gun to ambush the sheriff, Light, who had just emerged from the barn, quickly pulled the trigger, successfully killing the bandit who was about to ambush the sheriff. At the same time, the sheriff's wife had successfully killed the last bandit inside the house. They had thus won this life-and-death battle. While being beaten by the bandits moments earlier, Wright had suddenly recalled his father's last words before he was hanged.
You look to God for your reward.
Convinced that his father had likely buried the gold in the church, he and the sheriff quickly rode to the town's church. However, upon arriving, they found the pastor's body lying outside the church door. They immediately raised their guns and cautiously pushed open the wooden door. Inside, they saw the man who had been searching for the gold frantically digging away.